Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today we have my Boxycharm Premium. Finally, I'm so excited, yay! I have, because we talked about this last time and you guys said that you would like to start seeing some try-ons, so I am almost makeupless, so let's get in here and get some makeup on this face. That, and I don't remember exactly what I chose, but I think I chose one thing that will be really good for this face that needs makeup. Boxycharm Premium is the middle of the 3 Boxycharm boxes. There's the regular Boxycharm box, which is $25 and you get 5 products. There's this premium that's $35 and you generally get 6 products. And then there's the Luxe, which you can get quarterly, is 8 products usually, and $50. So this is my monthly premium box. I get this every month. We do get to make choices. I think we got to make 2 choices with the premium. I'm not sure if we do every month. I should look into that. And I thought we'd go ahead and do a try on, which leaves me right here at the beginning like, oh my goodness, no makeup. Actually, I did put foundation on because the odds that there's any kind of foundation or anything like that in here is small, because if it's gonna be in here, they usually give it to us in choice so that we can select a color, usually. So I went ahead and did a base, but put no colors on, so I've just taken it all down to beige. Whenever I look at myself with no makeup, I think the face part isn't too bad, but my lips are seriously lacking color these days, and my eyes. With no makeup and no mascara, I always feel like I'm just ready to drift off is what I look like. Okay, enough about talking with no makeup on, let's get in here. My boxies were late coming this month, but I've talked to a lot of you out there and it seems to be a real universal problem for June. So let me open it up. It says Boxycharm Premium, and that's what the inside looks like. It's a big box, but most of my stuff fits just down here in the corner. And I feel like I smell something. All right, we take out our paperwork. It's Boxycharm, I forget what this month was. It's something about dazzling, I think. Dare to dazzle. And then on the back of it, it tells us everything that we're gonna receive in the box. And my variation is $2.96. With Boxycharm Premium, you have no idea, with any of the Boxycharms, you really don't know what you're gonna get. They show bajillions of spoilers, and then on top of that, there are so many more additional products. Other than choice, it's all a surprise. So I'm gonna reach in right on top, and I have an Earth Harbor product. This is the new wonder of subscription boxes. We receive a lot of the Earth Harbor products these days. This is the replenishing body serum. I just got this in something. I think maybe my Fashionista box for May had this in it, and I have so many oils for my face that although I have this for my body, I'm happy to have it again because I love, while I'm still in the shower and still wet, I like to put a little oil on because it doesn't matter what season it is, I tend to need moisture. And even when I use this, I tend to still use a lotion when I get out, but this is what that looks like. And they call it a body serum, but it's a body oil. And like I said, I love it, so I know I'll use it even though it's my second one. And it has that green tinge to it. And it's just, I hope you can see, it's just an oil. Oh yeah, and it just smells good. I am already downstairs using this, so I will set this one aside. Let's see what the paperwork says about it. Earth Harbor Laguna Replenishing Body Serum, a tantalizing blend of pure botanical oils, including blue yarrow, marine algae, coconut, rosehip, and geranium blossoms. The synergistic island blend promotes feelings of skin respiration and intercellular energy while delivering deep nourishment, hydration, and a gorgeous luster to the skin. Enjoy an aroma reminiscent of fresh floral breezes as your skin absorbs the non-greasy, nutrient-dense serum. If you have this, let me know. When you're using it, do you think fresh floral breezes? I don't. It seems more spa-like to me. What was in it? It has blue yarrow, marine algae, coconut, and it does have rosehip and geranium. It might be the geranium that they think is floral, but geranium always, to me, has a much earthier scent. But I really like this, regardless of what the scent is, so I'm happy to have another. Yep, it smells good. And if I didn't say, this has a $26 value. I feel like I said it, but we'll repeat it. Okay, reaching in next, I have an coriander seed and marjoram eye cream from, Mapalim. Ma pulled him. I did this exact same thing last time we had one of these in a box. That is what it looks like. This is the one. I don't remember what box it came in. I want to say it was a GlossyBox that was a all over face moisturizer, and I put it on the back of my hand and went about making my video, and then like 2 minutes later I was like, hold on guys, and I had to take it off my hand. I was sensitive to whatever was in it, even on the back of my hand. So as an eye cream, I am very nervous. Let's read the ingredients and see, although I don't think there was anything obvious in the face cream that would have been a problem either. The only thing that's in here that jumps out that I generally try not to use on my face, and honestly, it doesn't come up very often in creams, it's usually in toners and that kind of thing, is there is witch hazel in it. But I don't think I'm allergic to witch hazel. I think it just because of my sensitivities. We're gonna do it, but we're doing it on the back of my hand again. There's not a chance I'm putting it on my eye. That is what it looks like. It's just a nice thick cream. Luckily we're putting it on top of the Earth Harbor, so hopefully that will help. It is nice and thick, but it smooths out. I can see how it would feel really nice and be hydrating under your eye. Even on the back of this hand that I just had this on, I can tell this has kind of a strong, it smells like rosemary to me, and I don't remember reading about rosemary. I think it has kind of a strong scent though, although it did hydrate the back of my hand very well. Let's see if it becomes an itching problem. The paperwork says that it is the Ma Pilum eye cream with vitamin C and quinoa extract. This eye cream contains quinoa extract, colloidal oats, and vitamin C, all of which work to reduce dark circles, puffiness, and fine lines. $39 value. So if this works for you, it's more than the cost of the box. So now we wait and see if it itches. Reaching in next, I have a Skin Regimen 1.85 HA Booster. And that's what the box looks like. So HA, I'm gonna guess hyaluronic acid. I like how it's kind of classic looking, just black and white in here. Ooh, and the bottle is black also. 1.85 HA Booster, Hydra Plumping Concentrate. Ooh. So let's see. Apply a few drops on the face followed by the cream. So I imagine that's their cream. The paperwork says a hydrating serum with a concentrate of 3 forms of hyaluronic acid, micro, macro, and cross-linked to infuse the skin and lock in moisture at various levels and restore optimal levels of hydration. Free from silicones and synthetic fragrance, 99.2% natural origin ingredients. $115. I would like to know, first of all, what the 0.8% that is not a natural ingredient is. I know, that's immediately where my brain goes, is, oh, it's kind of, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's kind of cloudy, not perfectly clear. And it feels kind of like a hyaluronic does. You know how it's mostly wet, but it has a little bit of that bloop to it as opposed to just a normal wet drop. I really hope you know what I mean. I stopped for that second to say that, and it started absorbing right into my hand. I will absolutely try this because I like hyaluronic acids, and 3 different kinds, so it absorbs at different levels. It sounds very good. My hand has absorbed that. And of course, these are all full size because in our Boxycharms we get full size, but this is 0.84 fluid ounces. See how it looks like it's in a nice 1 ounce bottle, but it's 0.84 fluid ounces. Next we have a Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss. Yay! I'm so excited. That is what that looks like. Let's get this out of here. It says it's in Socialite. Oh, please be a good color. You know, that's the only thing about these try-ons is I'm at the mercy of whatever comes out of this box. Okay, fingers crossed, guys. Ooh, it's a nude. It's gonna look very much like my lips look right now. Oh no. Okay, well, at least it'll be shiny. The paperwork says Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss, $17 value. Instantly transform your look, I bet, with this gloss. These sexy and playful lip glosses coat your lips in a highly pigmented, glossy color. Did I show you that up close? Would you call that a color? I mean, I guess technically it's a color. Contains antioxidants such as acai berry, pomegranate, grapeseed extract, and vitamin C and E to nourish, moisturize, and protect. Let's do it. I just have a little part of, I have a bigger mirror over here, but part of it is, this is like a 5x magnetizer. If we're gonna do, geez. This is like literally the color of my skin. If we're gonna do these try-ons, I'm gonna have to get better mirrors because when I hold it close to me like this, it's gotta be a magnetizer. And if I do it far away, it can be fairly normal. So basically we ended up with gloss. Okay, this in my normal life, this over a regular lipstick will be fantastic. As part of a try-on, it's a little lackluster, just a little shiny, but I'll tell you what, my lips do feel better already, and it smells like candy. That smells good. Okay, and now we're down to my last two, and I have two palettes. I have a Lorac palette and a Dominique Cosmetics palette. We're gonna open the Dominique first, because I remember in selecting this that it said it was a multi-use eye and face palette. So hopefully I have a face full of color in this one little palette. That will be awesome. I got this because I thought, even though it's a little big to travel with, I mean, it's kind of big to travel with. Even though it's a little big to travel with, if you only needed one palette for everything, it would probably be worth it, because you could like slip it between a couple of your shirts. I think I will keep the box of this just in case I do decide to travel with it. It says Transition Palette, Dominique Cosmetics, and I was gonna get better at this, and I just won't do it. This is made in the USA. And just for the record, going back, this is made in Italy, this is made in Israel, and this is made in the USA. This was made in Taiwan. Okay, back to this. Come on, full face of color. Oh, it's pretty. We can make this work. It's very neutral, very basic. But when you're talking about basic eyes or all over face colors, I'm thinking maybe we can make this work. Let's dig in and see if we can. All right, glasses off. I have a few brushes here that are not my everyday brushes. Where are the pink ones? I'll get those for the next video. I remember when we opened them saying these will be perfect. Before I dig in, let's take a minute. And we have, these are really light, so this will be good for all over color. So with this one, this is frothy and natural. These are great for transitions, maybe some blush, some contouring. Let's do it. Let's dig right in for some contouring. I think I'm gonna use this one. Although it looks a little warm, I think of the ones that I would choose to contour with, that's the closest in color, and it's called Hazelnut. So I just have a little brush up here. And like I said, while I'm doing the things I can do at a distance, I have a mirror over here, so I'm not ignoring you guys. Oh, it's not blending as nicely as I would have hoped. Oh, that's what I get. Oh, this is very dark, very dark. So I am so self-conscious of doing my makeup on camera. A, because it looks so different to me with the lighting than I know it will come across to you guys. And I don't have all of the makeup and accoutrement that I have downstairs to fix it. What is happening here? It looks like I ended up with a dark patch. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to get better brushes to do this with. Although this is a Firma, and I usually like this Firma brush, but I think it's a little tight packed for me for bronzer. And as a rule, I think probably I will show you one side and then I will just do the other side myself so that you guys don't have to sit through all of this. That said, while I'm doing my bronzer, see how high I'm doing it? I used to do it way down here, which is where, you know, do it in that area to make the hollow darker so that it fades away. But I just saw a thing recently that said to do it higher than that and it lifts everything on your face. So that is what I've done. Yes, I definitely need better brushes up here, but I already feel a little bit better with some color on my face. I'm just gonna take that same brush and we're gonna go into, what are we gonna do? I guess this, this chai, can you guys tell it's kind of got a really deep mauve to it? I'm gonna hope, because that's the only hope we have, that that works as a blush, fingers crossed. I actually have a Fashionista, oh, it's a little brown. I actually have a Fashionista that I'm gonna film right after this with this face of makeup. Actually, that's not too bad. Everything seems to be grabbing a little bit though. Interesting, because I did powder downstairs. And I'm not sure which video I'm gonna put up first, so you may actually have seen this finished product in a Fashionista video already. Okay, that's a little more warm and neutral than I normally go for. Not to mention, I can tell I look incredibly blushy up there. In real life, not nearly as much. And this is why I'm so self-conscious of doing it to tape. Okay, let's get some color on my eyes. You know what, I already did a base, but since this seemed to be grabbing a lot on my cheeks, I'm gonna take this, it's a downside. I'm going to take the Frothy and do an all over, and then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna take this Soft and Sweet, which is kind of light, which I know most of you think that doesn't look like a transition shade. I promise you, I am so light that on me, it will absolutely look like a transition shade. And I just add this light color in the hopes that what just happened on my face, and I do this every day, and that the color of the shadows don't grab as much, so I have more blendability. Now into this nice lighter pink color as a transition. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my little mirror because it's a little easier for me up close. Can you guys see where I already put that in my transition? That looks like such a light color, but on me, it's a transition color. Wow. There is a lot of color in that. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm telling you guys. I sometimes don't think that the camera shows how incredibly pale I am to you guys, because I'm gonna get in close so you can for sure see this. All of that transition color, which I hope is coming across, came out of that very light pink. That's how light I am. Now we have both eyes in the crease done, and I don't just do here in the crease, I take it way up here by my eyebrow because I have such a hooded eye that when I look straight to you, look how much of my color goes away. A lot. Next, I think for our pop of color, you know, I wonder how it'll look. I am leaning kind of toward this ash, which I know is like a gray, and how exciting is that? But let's try a little bit of that in the outer corner and see if it's dark enough that it gives me a little pop. Oh yeah, see how dark that is on me? They're blending out really nicely. They go on, they feel a little dry. Of course, I haven't felt them with my fingertips yet. Doing it like this, I'm not really getting my fingers in it, which we always say when we do the swatches. It doesn't really matter because the fingertip swatches have very little to do with actual performance. That's what we've got with a little bit of a smoked eye right there. I don't know how people do this regularly. This is so different with all of this bright lighting. I guess if you have better skills than I do, and like I said, I need to get some different brushes up here because this brush is not necessarily the brush I would choose to do this with downstairs. And you guys know, I don't have an excuse for not using the perfect brushes. I have 37 sets of LaRousse brushes. I need to get into them and pick out some of the best ones and bring them over here. All right, I kind of like that gray smoky look. I wore a black shirt so that whatever color I chose wouldn't be a problem, and I went with your basic smoked look, but I feel so much better. Of course, I can only see me on a little part of this, so. And I think that's what I'm gonna do to my eye, because I think in the Fashionista box that I'm gonna unbox next, there's another eyeshadow palette, but I think it has some color in it, so maybe we'll liven this up with a little pop of color. This is the Dominique Cosmetics, what do they call it? Multi-use transition palette. I like it. Those are the colors. Again, let's see how that black goes. Oh, that's a really nice black. It swatches really nicely and smooth. It felt kind of creamy, but I'm not sure if the creaminess is to do with how nice and oiled the back of my hand is, which, by the way, never itched from that eye cream. But that is nice and it's smooth. I like that black a lot. It kind of makes me wish I'd added even a little black over here since I'm going so dramatic. Well, for me, this is dramatic. We're gonna get into the other palette in a second because I know in the other palette I have a little shine that I can add to this, which will make me feel ever so much better. But this says that the Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette. Life is complicated. Makeup shouldn't be. To keep things simple, here's your new everyday go-to, a versatile multi-use palette with a range of warm to cool neutral matte shades. Choose daytime, no makeup looks, or go full-on sultry with smoky glam, and it has a $48 value. I like it. I mean, I don't know how it's coming across there, but I'm very happy here with the way I look. I wish this was a little more blended out, and I don't have a big fluffy brush up here. I will rectify that. But let's move on to this. This is the Lorac Unzipped Unfiltered. And just by the way, we did have two choices, and shocker, the two palettes were my two choices. But that is what the cover looks like. And I actually saw somebody unbox this the other day. They had chosen it also. And I happen to know that it's all shimmers, which is why I went ahead and did the rest of my face first, because I knew we needed something other than shimmers. And when we take it out, it says Lorac Unzipped Unfiltered. Ooh, shiny. The top is all mirror, and then that is what the palette looks like. So we're gonna take at least one of those and get into the corner of my eye, because I always like a little shimmer going on in the corner of my eye. Let's look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. We'll go ahead and swatch these. Actually, this last one I don't think is a shimmer. It's called Authentic. Actually, I'm not sure that either of these two, the person that I watched said that they were all shimmers, but I'm not sure that these two are. Let's try. No, that's a matte. So the unsweetened and the authentic, the two browns, are mattes. And that's what they look like. And then the other three, legit, straighten up, and unplugged, are shimmers. So, ooh, so pretty. Ooh, this one's very chunky. It's almost like a chunky glitter. Although it doesn't come off like that on your finger. It's not chunky at all. And then unplugged. So, ooh, that has a lot. I'm gonna show you this. Can you see the chunks that picked up just easily on my finger? That one might have some fallout, which is so unusual for a shimmer. But that's what those look like. So each one of those shimmers feels really differently. Yeah, there's a little that I have to blow off of that last one. Probably worth it though. Look at those colors. This one is the one that left kind of like it lifted onto my finger, but they're all three pretty. I'm gonna take this lightest one and we're gonna go into my eye corner, but that's what those three look like, and then those were the two mattes. Also, it came with a brush. It's kind of a nice looking brush. I think it might become part of this upstairs stash. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's really soft, and this one's really firm, and this one's got a great blend. This brush is gonna become part of my upstairs stash. I'm gonna take some of that lightest one, which is just the legit, and I'm gonna just get right in here. Ooh, she's bright. Right in here into the corner of my eye. Oh my goodness. I had so much on my finger that I got it on the bottom too. That should be near, oh wow. I have it everywhere. That is gonna be difficult. Here, see if this will do it. Difficult to get off. Without my tools of the trade, so to speak. I mean, we got it over into that smoky a little bit, but I don't hate it. It's kind of bright. I always feel like because I'm so hooded that I need to go ahead and brighten up these corners. I'm gonna put a little less on my finger this time. Yeah, this, you get a lot with a very just boop, light touch. You pick up a lot of shimmer. I'm gonna take this blender again and kind of just dust it over because I feel like I've made a mess. What I need now, and I don't have, is some of my under eye setting powder because I have gotten some of that shine down underneath and I don't have any manner of dealing with it up here, so we're just gonna press on, pretend like we don't see it, okay? We're just gonna pretend like we don't see it. That is the Lorac Unfiltered Palette, and the paperwork says, Unzipped Unfiltered Eyeshadow Palette. This sleek collection of 5 ultra-rich shades is curated to create a wide range of looks from natural to glam. The shadows are silky, versatile, and ultra-blendable for an effortless, smooth application. Includes a dual-ended brush for seamless blending and definition. $25 value. I think that's pretty viable for a $25 palette. It was nice and creamy. I barely had to touch anything to get it to apply. It takes very little. I wonder if I unzipped. Okay, this is the look that we ended up with. I'm not gonna finish it because like I said, I'm getting ready to unbox my Fashionista box and I don't know what's in that box, although I did see an eyeshadow palette hinted about on Insta. I'm gonna leave my eyebrows and my lashes undone on the outside chance that there's a mascara in there. So this is the look that we've ended up with so far. I'm gonna have to learn whether I need to turn down the lights when I do this because I feel like I have a lot of color going on here. But in this Boxycharm Premium, we got the Lorac Unfiltered Eyeshadow and then the Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette, which is multi-use. We used it for blush, for bronzer, and for my eyes. I mean, we're working that palette. We have the Lorac lip gloss, which is in a very nude color. In a normal life experience, I will happily put this over a lipstick that I've put on, and it will, you know, like if you have one that's just a little too dark, put this over it, and because of the beigeness of it, it will tone it down some and give you a nice gloss. As just a gloss though, I feel like I need some color on my lips. We have the Earth Harbor Laguna, which is the body serum, body oil, which I have and I know I like. The Mopulum, if you know how to say this, feel free to spell it out phonetically for me down below. I will try and remember to go on Google and look it up myself though, so if it's something we're gonna be seeing in boxes, I'll know how to say it. It's the eye cream. I have no itching. I may brave it under my eyes. I will report back. And finally, we got the 1.85 Skin Regime HA, which is a hyaluronic acid that they said had 3 levels of hyaluronic acids in it. Always be sure and moisturize really, really well when you use this much hyaluronic acid because if it can't draw moisture in, it will suck it out of your skin. All right, Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you're not regretting too much your choice of being like, sure, go ahead and do a trial. And now you're probably thinking, why did we want to see that? But I do appreciate you taking the time to be here, guys. Stay cool. I know it is super hot out there. I mean, I know it's summer, but even for summer, I know there's some really dangerous temperatures out there. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I have more videos coming out. And I'll see you really soon. Have a great day, guys.